everyone, welcome back to It's All Eats. Worst lad, yes, that's okay. Guess what it is? Worst kebab. Wow, these are the lowest rated kebabs in Sydney. We're starting at South Hurstville, King's Corner Kebabs. We're going from here to Hey Hey Kebabs in Auburn. Apparently it's the bodgiest place in Auburn. We all thought Auburn had mad kebabs, didn't we? But one of the lowest rated is in Auburn. And then we're going from there to Newtown, Kebabs on King. Then we're finishing off at Pymont Kebabs in Pymont, obviously. I'm gonna go with chicken kebabs this one, all right? You know how the last one we started with phone calls and we're doing maneuvers? How do you order kebabs on a phone, cuz? You know what I mean? It's not the type of thing you order on a phone. What I'm gonna do this one is I'm gonna take my GoPro in there with me, and when I order, when he turns around on the sly, I'm gonna be filming all the evidence for you later. Hey, see me on a little GoPro, lad. Hey, let's cut, bruh. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna get a combo too. I'm getting them in combos, so I can compare their chips and their whole meal, you know what I mean? We'll do the whole thing, lad. Got the goods, lad, let's cut, bruh. Boom. I got the goods, bruh, let's go, top of the stairs. Let's go up here. What are we doing? Perfect little posse, smells like Cook's River, but let's cut. I got the combo in there. I said to you on the GoPro on the way back that I'm gonna get it in combo so I can test the chips, test the kebabs. When I went in there, they were nice straight off the bat. It was busy. I was about 4th in line, 5th in line. The place was clean. The salad, I videoed the salad. You see it like, bro, it wasn't old. It looked all right, cuz. Even the meats were cooked well. It wasn't just like for me, they weren't throwing off. I watched how they make everyone's kebabs. When they shaved the chicken off, they were putting them on the fry pan in big piles for different people and frying them up crispy. Okay, I've seen it, a lot of meat on each one. We'll test that and we'll see. But until this point, chips are all right, they're fresh, they're hot, well salted. Normal chicken salt. Anyway, nothing wrong with the chips. I got chicken kebab, everything on it, with cheese, chili and garlic sauce. Let's see. It's a big kebab, I'll tell you that. Just straight out opening it, it's a big kebab. It looks all right, cuz. Bread's toasted nicely. We'll try the tomato out. Tomato's good. It's not soggy, not old, not powdery. Meat's good. Meat's good, crispy. That was really crispy, actually. Yum, yum, hectic. The kebab is big, the meat is crispy, the whole thing's hot. The lettuce, the salad is fresh, the garlic sauce is nice, the bread's toasted well, the chips are hot, they're crispy, they're salted well. The place was reasonably clean. It was like any kebab store that you go to. They were rushed. Like I said, I was 4th or 5th in line of people when I went there, so they were rushing through orders. They still made mine mad. Meat was fried up to make sure nothing's raw. Cuz, and it tastes hectic. Yum. The combo was $23.50. Cuz, you know what's coming, don't you? King's Corner Kebabs, South Hurstville. Redeemed. Redeemed, cuz. That's a gun kebab. What are you talking about? All of the bad reviews, you've read them, they're all about how bodgy the food is. Not so me, cuz. Where are we going now? Hey Hey Kebabs in Auburn. Let's see if they can redeem themselves or they're just full bodge, brother. Let's cut, let's go. Alright, here we go. We're in Auburn, Hey Hey Kebabs. We're around the corner. That's Parramatta Road, right? The ratings in this one, I'm gonna try to capture it on the little go-nos lad, the little nostril lad. I'm gonna try to capture it. They full reckon instead of frying the meat, they have meat sitting there and they microwave it before they... These are the ratings. A couple of ratings have been like that. If they microwave your kebabs, if it's true, I'll try to capture it, all right? Let's cut. There he is, brother. There he is. Full secret camera, lad, Inspector Gadget. The posse, lad. The Aussie pay. I got it on film. I got it on the little GoPro, lad. I got it on the Gonus. We'll taste it, we'll see. But bruh, the meat, the chicken was already cut. When I went in there, it looked like someone hadn't been in there for ages, right? No one came out. I had to push the buzzer. Someone came out. The meat that he used for my kebab was already shaved off and was sitting around the bottom, right? He walked up, scooped it off, put it on a piece of lead bread and put it in the microwave. It's old, cold meat sitting there, shaved off ages ago, walked around, put on a piece of lead bread, stuck it in the microwave, lad. Like, I don't know, that's the start of it, brother. That's the start of it. At least the chips, I seen him cook them fresh, right? The chips are decent, cuz. The chips are decent. He cooked them fresh, they're hot, they're crispy. Let me see this kebab, cuz. This is legit the first microwave kebab I've ever had. I don't know, but I'm a little bit sus. Bruh, you can see that the meat's old. It's sort of like dry. The garlic sauce tastes almost like sour, but I'm trying to decide whether it's supposed to be or not. Because if it's not supposed to be, then I'll throw this at the floor. But I kind of feel like it is supposed to be, like it's like a sour yogurt. Either way, it doesn't taste good. That's a bad kebab. It's a bad kebab. I don't know what to put it down to. Maybe down to the fact that it's old microwave meat and sour garlic sauce, but it's just not enjoyable, lad. It's just not enjoyable. It's bodgy. It's bodgy, cuz. I don't know. And everything's like diced, cuz. Even the chips sort of taste like way too many batches went through that oil. Like it has an old oil taste. There's nothing stand out bad, like, oh, like what the f? There's nothing like that, but it just tastes like a bodgy kebab. And I can see why that kebab shop was low on the list. 100%. At the end of the day, straight off the bat, the fact, and this was in multiple of the complaints, the kebabs taste bad, the bloke uses cold old meat and microwaves it. Come on, man. Shave the meat. I just don't see the logic. I don't see the logic of having old shaven meat just sitting there and you have to microwave it. It's a rotisserie, it's hot. When somebody comes, shave it off, it's fresh, and it just doesn't make sense. To put it on a lead bread and then put it in the microwave instead of frying it, how does that make sense? The garlic sauce is weird. That's it, cuz. It's bodge. This is not redeemed. This is full bodge, lad. Full bodgy. Hey Kebabs in Auburn, full bodgy. Anyway, where are we going from here? We're going to King Street, Newtown. King Street Kebabs in Newtown. Let's go, brother. Let's see if we can get it redeemed. Here we are, Newtown, Kebabs on King, just up here to the left. Listen, I forgot to say the price at the last place. I jumped in the car, I said I didn't say the price, $24, right? That was so bodge. Anyway, let's move on. It's up around the corner. I'll get it right here. Look, crate over the road, hey? Crate over the road, straight there. Hold my spot, hold my seat. Oh, anyway, by the way, the reviews here is just all about food, just bodgy food, generally. It's all like the food was dry, he pulled meat, whatever. You read it, didn't you? You read it? Stay in front of me, lad. Kebabs on King, where is he? Bruh, the signs are good, the signs are down. Bruh, the signs were down. You're being red hot, lad. All right, bruh, listen. Let's get out of here. I've got so much to say. Big Mez, 1, 2, 3, this, that, lad. Where's the snake cruise? No, over here. What's wrong with you? I'll kick you in the eyes, cuz. All right, we'll do it there, we'll do it there. We'll do it there, lad. I got a little posse, but I got a little crate. Here I come, let's get the scoop. So I went in, the place is clean. The bloke's nice. By the way, it was $19 for this kebab combo. That's cheap, cuz. But the first place was $23.50. The last place was $24 on Parramatta Road in Auburn. That's cheap rent out here. This place, the middle of King Street, Newtown, $19 for a kebab combo. You think it would be dear here, anyway, it's not. But listen, I was doing films, secret films on my thing, and he shaved my kebab fresh, right? The salad looked all right, like everything was fresh, made my chips fresh, this, that. Halfway through, I seen how he says they got buckets of old meat underneath the thing. I seen them. I seen underneath the fry pan, there's 2 buckets. There's a bucket this big, like a big paint bucket, full of kebab meat, like just old cuz. And that's what the people clicked on. That's what they were saying. He grabs the meat out of there and fries it up. He did it for me. There was a bucket of beef and a bucket of chicken. But I watched him, and for me, he shaved it off the thing. I don't know, cuz he didn't know who I was. It was like an old Indian bloke. He had no idea it was old Anyos, you know what I mean? He's not a fan of old Anyos, you know? I don't appeal to 70-year-olds from Delhi, but I reckon they judge you know? And because me, look, I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I'm a little bit like, you don't want to give him old meat, you know what I mean? He might do fly kicks over the counter. But I reckon if some people go in there, they'll look at him and give him the old meat. I don't know. Why else would they have 2 buckets like that of old meat underneath it? And I've got our evidence bar, you know? Anyway, let's do a review. That's just a theory, and it supports the bad reviews, doesn't it? Right? So if it's a theory and it's evidence of the theory, and there's multiple reviews saying old bucket meat was in their kebabs, then mate, I'm here, and you know, but I'm gonna just review what I got, right? So we'll just keep that into account. Can I emphasize the last place, Hey Kebab? You know, I need to emphasize the taste of the oil in the chips. Hey Kebabs is cuz, I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyway, let's get on to this one. They're all right. The chips are all right. No old oil taste. It tastes all right. They're hot, they're fresh, they're crispy, salted well. No oil taste. What else do you expect? Kebab chips. Anyway, that's it. See the kebab. I expect it to be decent. Because I seen it being prepared. He prepared it well. So I expect it to be decent. I'm trying to hide my camel toe, cuz. Move.
It's not in there.
All right, beautiful. He toasted, I was watching him toast the bread. He oiled the bread up, toasted it, took his time. Then again, I walked in like a Rambo, cuz, but we'll see. Yeah, looks all right. The chicken's cooked properly. You know what's the best test? Tomatoes. They're the best test because they're the first out of them that go off. The tomato's good. The bread's nice. There's good ratios of everything on there. A lot of sauce. The lettuce is cold and crispy. That's a good kebab. There's nothing wrong with that kebab. There's nothing wrong with that kebab. There's not a single thing that I can say that is not what you should expect when you get a kebab. The bloke was nice. The chips don't taste like they're in old oil. They're fresh. He done everything fresh. The ingredients look fresh. It tastes good. The price was really good, $19. The place was clean. Cuz I have to say, and I gotta put an asterisk next to this. This one gets an asterisk, a little read me. Kebabs on King, redeemed, cuz. Redeemed. But if they are using those buckets of meat for people's kebabs and they're choosing who they give it to, like if they look at someone and it's like an onkus or someone they're not worried about, someone they're not scared to like give them shit, and they're putting that meat in people's kebabs, then they're their gronks. And then that's a putrid go, that's a shit go. I don't know why they would have 2 buckets of meat underneath their fry pan, open, no lids, you seen it, cold. Animals can go in there, flies, any bug, cuz. I don't know what else that would be there for other than to put on people's food. If that's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. I can't say I haven't seen it. That's what the reviews are. He put fresh stuff on mine and it tasted like it was supposed to. It was a good price. I have to give it a redeemed with that little asterisk, all right? That's the disclaimer. The next one we're going to is the lowest rated out of all of them. Pymont Kebabs, near Darling Harbour on Pymont Bridge Road. That kebab store on the corner, near the casino. It's the lowest rated in Sydney. Let's go check it out. All right, here we are, Pymont. Pymont Kebabs is across the road, just to the right across the road. You know what I was thinking in the car? You know the last place with the buckets of meat? You know what I reckon they do? No allegations, I'm just chucking theories out there. When you order Uber Eats, boom, you get the bodgy meat. Imagine that, lad. Ilche, brah. No Uber Eats for me from there. No, I'm blocked. No! You know when you get blocked, you gotta walk the whole way around? Here we are, mate. Pymont Kebabs, have a go at it. This old chestnut. This old chestnut. That old chestnut. Right, Hilche. I've got the scoop, lad. I've got the scoop. Come up the lane, cuz. Yeah, around. Listen to this, straight off the bat. I got the evidence, cuz, hard. So one of the bad reviews that you would have read on the screen was that where the food is, all flies in it. It's full of flies. Bruh, there was like, where the salad and all of that stuff was, there's that many flies, I couldn't count it. All where the light is all dead flies, and flying around at least 15 little flies, cars landing on the food, this and that. Bruh, that's ucked. They gotta sort that shit out. Oh, bro, it makes me not wanna eat it. It makes me not wanna eat it, cuz. There's flies in the cabinet, heaps of them. I don't know, cuz, like, do I still eat it? Do I still eat it? Come on, man, do I still eat it?
Yeah, just one bite.
What do you mean, yeah, you? You say no, you say yeah. You eat it, cuz. The chips are bodgy salt. You know what it tastes like? They're double fried. It tastes like it was cooked already and it got dunked quickly to heat it up and crisp it. That's what it tastes like. They're shit chips, I'm not gonna lie. Full flies, cuz. Thank God for this GoPro. Thank God for the GoPro. Thank God, cuz. All the evidence we need is on here. It's funny, cuz, because everything that the reviews say, I keep finding. Hey, it's Saturday kebabs. If they microwave the meat, evidence. The last kebabs on King, they got a bucket of meat underneath the thing, evidence. Here, there's flies in the thing, evidence, cuz. We got them on full evidence, cuz. Like, can I just bite it like individually? I don't want to bite the whole thing, cuz. I'll taste the meat. I'm gonna bite it, cuz. Wake up to yourself. It's shit, cuz. Like, it's shit. It's shit, cuz. Like, the tomato was like, you know, when it gets a bit like soft and powdered. Fuck the kebab. This kebab, cuz. Flies in the kebab. How can you own a kebab store? I'm sorry, cuz, but it doesn't matter what the kebab tastes like. It can taste good, it can taste shit. Like, at this point, I don't care. Your customers are ordering kebabs from you for I don't know how long now, and are looking at a cabinet, cuz, I'm talking to you right now. Your display cabinet, you make kebabs. There's not much to it. You're not an Italian restaurant. You make kebabs. You have your kebab meat and you have your salads. That's all you need to get right. And right here in front on display for your customers, where their food is a cabinet full of flies. For how long now? I don't know how long ago that review was. It must be at least months. And you don't know about it, or you just don't care. That there is flies landing, dying around. At the top is all dead flies. How many are in the food? F your kebabs. Pymont kebabs, lad. Jump on its head, lad, knee. Straight out. How can you say anything? Even the chips are bodgy. I'm sorry, cuz. I'm sorry. But Pymont kebabs, full bodgy, lad. Full bodge, lad. That's it. You know what I love? That I'm going with old GoPro and I'm finding evidence of what people are complaining about. You know, in the first episode of Worst Pizza, a couple of them were unjustified, but these ones were smack bang. That one was all right. The one in South Hurstville on the corner, I forgot what its name is, that was nice. I'm not gonna lie, that was nice. Nothing wrong with it, clean, tasted good. The last one, Newtown, I gave it a redeemed as well, like Hurstville redeemed. But the bucket of meat underneath, cuz, come on, like what are you doing with the meat? Get rid of the meat. You don't put old meat in a bucket, throw it away. Or at least if you're that desperate, go put it in the fridge. Then leave it there on the main road, King Street, dirty air goes on the people's food. Fix that shit, but I gave you a redeem because I didn't see you use it. This place is a joke, and Auburn, yuck, that was yuck. I don't know what was the worst. Auburn tastes the worst, but this place had flies in it, cuz. That's it, cuz, I'm off. Anyway, lad, that's it, we're done.